And I'll tell you right now, love this album. I hope you guys love this album. This is some of the best shit I feel like I've ever put my hands on. The wordplay in the lyrics is phenomenal. The emotion and everything is super real. I am very, very, very open in the lyrics. I talk about my mom. I talk about my relationship. I talk about my anxiety. I talk about my ADHD. Like I go into the government and using smoking too much weed all the time. Like uh, I really am in there with these lyrics, and I break down crying writing a lot of these songs for sure because I'm thinking so hard about what it is that I'm writing about that it's like it's hard and it hurts, you know. And I want that to come across in the songs and in the music. And um finally it's done, you know. Uh and I can't say when it's gonna come out yet. It's been done for my part has been done for a little bit now. We are finishing up the last finishing touches on it. And we have to get some music videos done. Um, but they're going to talk about this real soon, and they'll give you a date about it real soon. But it is very circular musically. It is heavy as a motherfucker, and then lighter than you've ever heard us.
That's
It's
always
amazing.
that's always been the
Very
thing, right?
real.
The light and the dark, the kind of the soft and the heavy. Crystal Lake has always kind of excelled at that. I found
There's a
having
lot of
that cool
songs
balance.
that have the same type of vibe of like let's say Sanctuary and like Lost and Forever. You know, there are songs that are like Mephisto and songs that are like Disobey. There are songs that are like Blood God. There are this goes everywhere. I even write about the band. You know what I mean? Because we love to party. You know, we love to party. I call them Saki Mafia. But they're good. They're good boys. You know what I mean? They're not one of those bands that don't get their shit done. They're good boys, but like they like to have a good time. And I wrote a song about it. It's completely over the top extreme to what actually takes place in the band, but you know what I mean? But it's all my life. It's all me.
It's
I even have some of the lyrics tattooed on me already because they're shout outs.
wow.
Like one song has a shout out to Misery Signals because I love Misery Signals. I
Hell
love
yeah.
Carl. Shout out Carl.
Mhm.
I love their music. And I have Send Me Home tattooed on my neck. And I say Send Me Home in the song that's about the music and my relationship and my life and how hard it is. And I sing it just like the way he does in Misery Signals. And I want so bad for him to do that part because it would be so sick to just have him say it like that. Like, I can't wait to show you guys this.
What's
also
like?
curious.
Oh, go for it.
Sorry, I was just about to ask, like, in terms of writing process, because you've talked about like the language change. I know you speak more Japanese now and stuff like that, but like, let's be honest here. Even with all the same language, it's a process to write music. I mean, like, it's a lot, so I can only imagine how challenging it can be, right?
Across the world too.
So
And
what's
also that, yeah.
what's great is music is its own language. And we all speak the same music language, you know. So there are definitely times where we're trying to get a certain kind of take, and it's being described as something that isn't real. Or let's say maybe we're trying to put less breaths in the middle of something, and now I have to explain that that's not how I could do it type of thing. You know what I mean? So like we don't have a problem. We have a different way of thinking. So we have a lot of explaining that gets done. There's no issues that really happen. We write pretty fluently together. We wrote Blood God pretty quickly. We did like 3 different versions of it. And then another version of that became a song that's on the album. And not to backtrack or anything, but this song on the album is probably the most Last 10 Crystal Lake song you're ever going to hear. And it's so violent sound too. And you're going to hear it and automatically understand like where my head is at with this. And you're either going to hate it or you're going to be like, okay, this is really cool. But,
it's doing a little white line straight. It's so
it is very like that. It is very like that. YD describes it as kind of like the song from Seven Dust from the Falcons, I think it is. That's what he describes it as. He's like, it kind of reminds me of that. And I was like, that's fucking sick. Let's go.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, we run into a lot of explaining and adjusting. We don't run into any issues really. So that's the cool part.
Are you guys like sending demos back and forth?
Constantly?
Like how does that work? You're talking about multiple versions and stuff. Like what's the?
Yeah. So like, so usually what will happen is YD will send me music and then he'll give me like a little paragraph about how the song makes him feel. And then I will essentially tear into it with my own 2 cents of how I want the song to go. Like I'll make patterns and stuff like that. And then we like it or we don't. And what we don't, we continue to work on and rewrite. And sometimes he has ideas and sometimes he'll take what I've already sent to him and maybe he'll readjust it and send it back and be like, what do you think about this? And we play with the vocals back and forth the same way you would play with like guitar parts and stuff. Sometimes the vocal patterns and the words don't make sense, but it's just for argument's sake of like, what could this sound like?
Yeah.
And we build the song together. And really, there's not many points that I could say on this album where I'm like, damn, I didn't get what I wanted. You know what I mean? We kind of saw eye to eye on all of it. Even the stuff that we went back and forth about for, let's say, an hour, which happens. You know what I mean? Like, I still love those parts. So
yeah, it's not like you're not like compromising to the point of not enjoying it. And,
no.
You just come to an agreement that's actually an agreement on both sides.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What you're going to get out of me on this album is absolutely everything that I can possibly do. Like they're
pushing you as well, right? Like
they want new sounds now. Now we want to find new sounds. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of fun, which is a pain in the tits. So like this album is absolutely everything that I got, literally in my vocal repertoire and like as a musician. Like this is my best fucking effort. Vocally, lyrically, pattern wise, tenacity, the whole thing. Like I'm grabbing you by your collar and dragging you around. You know what I mean? Like I have a blast on this album. And I think once they announce when it's coming out, you guys will be very surprised at the people who were able to be a part of it with us. And I am very confident that people will enjoy a good hefty part of it. I love it. So fuck you if you don't, just so we're clear on this. But I love every motherfucking song on this shit.